Welcome back to Sips of Cinema, the episode. We started.
Cinema. Welcome back to Sips of Cinema.
Welcome back to Sips of Cinema, the show where we drink. Ugh, now you got me all confused. Oh my gosh.
The show where we drink. Alcoholics Anonymous.
Welcome back to Sips of Cinema, the show where we talk about movies while sipping on a drink. Today, I'm returning to my good old friend, Unsweetened Tea.
And I'm
you're doing
showing my new personality trait.
Liquid Death.
The Mountain Dew
You had
one.
that one last episode, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I am your host, Cameron Kozak, and this is my co-host, Chandler, my brother. Yeah, we're going to talk about really good sequels today, so let's do that.
Hell yeah.
Hold the phone. First on, welcome to the podcast, but second, our plans drastically changed today. We were going to talk about sequels and went on a side tangent of The Boys. So that's what today's episode is about. The Boys finally finished. The last episode aired. Let's talk about the show. There's going to be spoilers, so if you haven't caught up, go watch it, come back. Without further ado, enjoy the episode, guys.
We should just turn this episode into talking about The Boys.
Yeah, with a splash of...
with a splash of Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
How can we...
this episode comes out after the finale.
I know, so we could, honestly.
We could.
It might be smart.
Yeah.
We could just keep talking
All
about
right,
it.
we're
'Cause it sounds
shifting.
like we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we're shifting, so cool.
So, I mean, let's just... whatever we were going to do. We'll do that in a later episode.
Speaking of Gladiator, and just this is a very, very subdiverted tangent from what we're talking about, but are you keeping up with The Boys?
Yes, I
Like
am so
are
pissed.
you up to the most recent
Yes.
episode? Dude, first off, they like mimic the hand through the wheat fields.
I know. I noticed
Yep.
that too. That whole entire
then,
that's
like,
what I first thought of.
The episode before with Firecracker,
Mhm.
was that her name?
Yeah, the one that got
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. Killed by the left wing. Yeah, that was funny.
Yep.
That was like really funny,
I noticed that
subtle
too.
symbolism. But
No one else caught that.
yeah.
I didn't see anyone in this political climate. I'm surprised no one
else
caught
got that. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh, they also did another like cultural reference or whatever with movies, with like the whole AMC
Mhm.
intro, because like she was going
Oh
into the
yeah,
theater
that one
and
was
like had like
on
the
the nose.
dive popcorn
Yeah.
bucket and then like doing the same
deep.
walk down. What did I say?
the dive.
Oh yeah, the deep. Sorry, like the popcorn bucket, and she
Yeah.
was like walking down the same way that I forget who it is in
It's
the actual.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
God, I
it was
hate that.
like
I hate
it
that
was like a
commercial so bad.
one-on-one remake. It was
I know.
so
So good.
funny.
Speaking
So
of The
funny.
Boys, oh my God, it is dreadful.
Yeah.
The episode before this one, which I think was episode 6, was good. That one was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the one with Seth Rogen and all of his buddies, but I am like pissed off at this show so much. They are like milking it so hard. It's really pissing
Oh
me off.
yeah, it's
Like
it's
it is
getting to the point
so
where it's.
annoying because we have one more episode. That's it.
Oh really? Only
Just
one more.
one more.
Thank God.
I know, but like that,
Not
like what?
Homelander.
Homelander? Yeah, no, yeah. Homelander gets V or the V1, and we have one more episode left, and we haven't seen any of like the side effects. I was hoping that. I thought we were going to have like an Omni-Man thing where he just rips through the city killing innocent civilians.
Mhm.
I thought that's what was going to happen. Not that I want that to happen, but I thought that that's the
where
kind
it
of
was
threat
going.
that was going to happen when he got V1.
I saw someone say, which by the way, the
Mhm.
what was the Gen V, that other show? I was like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I can't wait for them to make the 3rd season because
Yeah.
I heard that they're making a 3rd season. Like
Mhm.
2 days after I said that to you, they
They cancel it. Well, we are getting a prequel show with Soldier Boy.
Oh, cool.
Soldier Boy and Stormfront.
Oh.
So we are going to see their relationship.
Their
And I
dynamic.
wonder if it's going to confirm that Stormfront is Homelander's mom.
Yeah,
That would be crazy.
that would be.
I don't think that she is, but that would be a nuts thing.
That would be an insane like
Just
old
plot
boy
twist.
situation.
Yeah, I know.
But where was I going with the boys thing? Well, I mentioned it, and then I said something.
Oh,
about
it's because of Gladiator.
Gen
Gladiator.
V. Oh, well, not even that, but the whole him getting the V1 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
The fact that they started the next episode and didn't even pay any attention to the fact that Homelander ended the previous episode just like yelling into the abyss, blaring his
Yeah.
eyes into the sky,
I know.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I know.
How are you not even get like,
I don't get it.
You mean Huey and all of them just actually ran away?
Yep.
Like that this now super enhanced godlike superhero who has it like
Yep.
amazing hearing, can apparently shoot something out of the stratosphere with his eyes.
I know there are a lot.
Just
of,
get out of there.
There
Like
are a
how?
lot of plot holes.
How?
There are a lot of plot holes.
Yeah.
Like there was one episode where they were going through the building where he first got in that uranium chamber,
Mhm.
and they were like hiding from him, and they were just like making all this kinds of noise, and I was just like, I don't care if he's like 4 stories above them, he 100% can hear what's going on.
Yeah.
Like there are so many plot holes. It's like I try to ignore them because it's like, okay, we need to somehow move the story along.
Yeah.
But like it's so annoying. I don't know if it's because Homelander's a pussy and he doesn't know how to use his powers now. I don't know, because
Maybe.
like with that next episode, they should have made it so that Homelander was
Yeah, because like
diabolical.
it didn't even show anything different. Like, yeah, he killed someone, but he did that to
He smashed the president's
Yeah,
head with like
he-
zero effort.
yeah, but he did that like
Oh, I
12
know.
episodes in the
Yeah,
past. That's
I
not
know.
anything new.
This
like,
season is honest. It's really like it really just dropped the ball like
Yeah.
on what The Boys was. Like The Boys was just every episode graphic violence. Like there's not graphic violence. There's graphic violence in the new season, but there's just I don't know, nothing that's just been like the first 3 seasons were so
Yeah.
good. Like the ending of season 3 with I think it was the ending of season 3 with the Homelander's theme, the violin.
mhm.
That was just like it peaked there. I think ever since then it's just been slowly declining. Like I just like I hope this finale is something else because
I really don't want it
I
to
feel
be
like
another
at
like
this point I feel like it
Game
the
of Thrones
only good
situation.
ending would be if Homelander doesn't die. I feel like that would just be the only good
Really?
ending. Yeah. At this point, because we don't have enough to really
I mean, what if
like-
like what they were doing with what's her name? Kimiko? What if they ended up right before what is his name?
Frenchie?
Yeah, Frenchie. I don't know why I'm spacing on
Yeah.
everybody's names right now. I'm turning into you.
I know.
What if what they were doing like worked right before he died? And like she can now shut off Homelander's powers.
Oh.
Like that was the last radiation therapy
well,
thing.
then maybe. I just mean there hasn't there hasn't been like a plot line that has led anywhere besides, oh, we need to go to this other person because they have this information,
Mhm.
or this isn't working, so we have to do something else that coincides with what we just did to really make sure that it works. Like there hasn't been a plot line that has built up enough for me to actually care if they win or not.
I saw like a theory too, which is like, first off, you're right with what you said. Like there are, and we're not even talking about
I know
sequels anymore, but it's still cinema.
It's still
in some
technically a
way.
sequel.
Yeah. Seasons are sequels
Yeah.
to other seasons. But I saw someone's theory about the previous episode, not this last one, where
Yeah.
Soldier Boy like let it rip
Mhm.
and evaporated that guy's powers
Yeah.
with his radiation. They were like, he was holding the V1. What if he neutralized the V1 so it didn't actually give him any extra powers? And it made me think. I was like, okay, well, first off, there's so many plot holes with these like radiation
Yeah.
things. Like, I mean, like, okay,
That's an interesting theory.
I mean, it might, I guess, but I feel like Homelander wouldn't have like
had that reaction.
had that reaction unless it turned into a poison that was killing him and he thought it was making him stronger in the
Maybe,
moment.
yeah.
I don't know.
Now that would be crazy. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
pretty. It would be kind of hard for them to incorporate that into like
The
2
finale
episodes later.
episode,
Like,
yeah.
oh yeah, by the way, this stuff isn't real. But I mean, I guess it does technically. I don't know because like I guess it's not a. It's,
Homelander's just on a placebo effect this entire
yeah,
time.
exactly.
He just thinks the V1 is in him and
Yeah.
it's not.
I hope Soldier Boy comes back because I know he put him to sleep and put him back into the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Which there are theories that Homelander took advantage of him while he was unconscious. Because
I mean,
you know when he woke up and he was he asked him if he if he fucked him. You remember that?
Yeah.
People were theorizing that he really did because throughout the season he has had very weird moments with just himself
Yeah,
that
very-
suggest that he is like has a weird connection with him.
Dude, his obsession with milk is also
Yeah.
like next level uncomfortableness. He's sitting in the Oval Office and he goes, "We need to ban any nut milk."
Yeah, I
How
know.
dare people think that that's milk? And no formula.
Yeah.
Formula is now illegal.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. This show, like,
It's crazy.
it is on a downturn for sure. I'm
I hope
glad.
they turn it around this last episode.
I hope that they do for the last one, but I'm honestly glad that the show's coming to an end. I'm really pissed that they didn't give Gen V another season though, because as much as people hated on the second season, because I feel like it's pretty a well-known consensus that like season 2 wasn't that good. I actually liked it.
I couldn't get into it. I really couldn't.
So,
I
I
watched
don't
like the
know.
first 2 episodes and I just like couldn't continue it. But maybe I'll finish it because I don't know. Did I miss anything with not watching it?
Not really. Because they only showed the character in like they showed the 2 characters from Gen V in the boys in the newest episode for like 12 seconds. So you didn't really miss anything, but like the villain in Gen V was like it was like so good. And the reason I loved the second season so much was because it was like this huge shift. Do you care if I spoil it right now? Are you like
Season
not
2
gonna,
of V?
Yeah, season 2
No.
of V. Okay, so basically there's like this new head of their school and he's just a guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any powers. He doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, how the hell does he know everything? How the hell he's so smart? He knows how all of our powers work. He knows how to make us stronger. He's like physically crazy, like fit. His name is Cypher. They call him Cypher in the show. And at the end of it ends up being why can't I think of the name? The guy that made V1, the scientist that made V1.
Oh yeah, that guy. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so the scientist that developed V1 that like died in the fire when it was created, right before he died, he injected himself with V1 and then became this like sentient god. And he sat in like a cryosphere or like a cryo chamber or whatever, asleep the entire time, controlling this random ass dude, making him Cypher, made him the principal of the school.
Wow.
And his powers were so developed that he was able to, from a decaying corpse, control a person that has no powers, and then through that person control another super that like he was able to use them like a meat puppet. like a human, like a marionette, like a puppet.
A meat puppet. That sounds like something
I think they referenced it in the show.
Okay.
Like
that sounds like something that like Butcher would say.
Yeah, I guess.
Oi, Huey.
Oi. I think they
use you as a meat puppet.
Yeah, I think they said it in one of the episodes.
Oh, okay. It definitely sounds like
it definitely sounds
Gen
like
V
something that
boys
Butcher would say or whatever. But
kind of
it was such a crazy. It was probably one of the only times in a show like that where I was genuinely surprised by what the twist was, because the way that he was playing it off as well was that the Cypher, the principal or whatever, it was his dad, and that he was like, like he played it off as his dad was like this old man that he was trying to keep alive, but it was actually the guy that started everything.
Oh, interesting. We should just turn this episode into talking about the boys.
Yeah, with a splash of
with a splash of Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
How can we?
I mean, this episode comes out after the finale.
I know. So we could honestly.
We could.
I mean, smart.
Yeah,
we could just keep talking.
All right,
about
we're
it
shifting.
Like we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we're shifting. So cool.
So I mean, let's just fuck whatever we were gonna do. We'll do that in a later episode. There's a lot to talk about with the boys because it sounds like we were really into it. Because I feel like this is such a one. I really don't. It is it's been around since I think it was 2019 when the first season came out, I believe, or was it 2018? It was one of those years.
Have they been releasing
before
them?
COVID?
Have they been releasing
every
them
year?
yearly? Okay,
but I think
then
the
maybe
first season came out in
2018.
It was like 2018 or 2019. I know it wasn't 2020. It might be 2018 though, because I remember I was like fairly new in high school, or maybe I was like halfway through high school. Anyways, those
2019.
those first first 3 seasons are so good. Season 3 is when it really started to kind of go down the rabbit hole that is the next 4 and season 4 and 5, because I think the first, like, Homelander is genuinely horrifying in those first 2 seasons. Now he's just this like laughing stock, and I feel like there are so, like, they actually try to meme him for like these new seasons, because he has like, Homelander has like, or Anthony Starr as Homelander has like thousands of gifs and memes with his character.
I mean, they started this season with that, like, ban memes.
Well,
memes.
Exactly. And then they have
what is this? And they showed like the
Fatlander
dream or whatever.
Yeah. And then they have his epiphany or whatever of him seeing the angel and her flashing him. And then he's like, oh, it's like they're clip farming in this season of trying to get memes, which is just like it's not. Also, the color grading is different. It used to be darker. Like, it used to actually be grungier. It was just like actually scary. Like, I remember rewatching the first season of The Boys and knowing Huey's girlfriend dying, but that scene is horrifying to me. Like, when I rewatched that first episode of season 1, every single time I see his girlfriend die, because we get a little bit of their like chemistry and their relationship, and then she's just wiped off the planet.
Yeah.
And we just see her bones and guts and all that stuff. That is scary.
Yeah.
It was just, I wish we got more of that in this show.
Talk about the opposite of a glow up.
Yeah.
They peaked in episode 1.
They did. They really did. It was great.
Dude, they kicked off a show with evaporating the skin and flesh off of a person.
That's how you do it.
You
you either wipe off, like, you completely wipe out a highly known actor that you think is going to be in the show, or wipe out a character that's associated with your main character of the show, because it still comes out of nowhere. Like, that is what you do with it. That's how you start off a show. First 3 seasons of The Boys is really great. It's might be some of the most like entertaining like media that you can watch. It's so good. It's graphic. It has a good story. It's interesting. Like, the finale of season 3 is great. I hope Maeve comes back. That was the one where she sacrificed herself when when she like blew up outside of Vought.
Yeah.
And
I took a huge gap. I watched like the first. Well, I watched all of it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't mean like I took a gap as in I didn't watch it, but like in between watching the show. Like, I watched the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And then I stopped for like however many years.
Gotcha.
And then I like binged all of it this year.
Oh, really? So even season 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I've watched them consecutively. So every single time that they have a new season, and season 3 was so good. It had like emotionally impactful moments, like the finale. Like, I think it was the finale of season 3 when what's Butcher's, well, not Butcher's son, it's Homelander's son, but what's his name?
Max? No, not Max.
Max sounds right, but I don't know.
It does sound right, but it also
doesn't.
I can hear Homelander saying Max.
I can hear Grinch saying Max.
Max, bring me my cloak. Max. Homelander kid.
He just shot up my nose.
Homelander's kid is Ryan.
Ryan. Okay.
Ryan.
Nowhere near Max.
Ryan Butcher.
So Ryan I think it was season finale of season 3. Oh wait, no, sorry. Season 2, because that was the one with Stormfront. I mixed it up earlier. Stormfront was season 2. Soldier Boy was season 3. But at like the very end when he like annihilates her and kills his mom also, it's just like such, like, I love that relationship between Butcher. Is like, he hates Soups, but he knows that that's like his kid, not his kid. So he has to like, he's fighting with those like multiple emotions about it. It was such a good scene. I love seeing Homelander weak. It's great seeing Homelander weak. Like, when he was covered in blood and just like losing his mind in the forest when Stormfront died. Like, it's just like seeing Homelander be this just weakling of a monster is so good. They're only describing it in season 5 of just like, you are just like you're nothing. You're like, even Soldier Boy, like they're just saying it, like show it to me of how much of a loser he is, because he is a loser. He's someone that doesn't know how to be a person. He's someone that was given these powers, and that's literally all that he has to show for who he is.
What day does the final episode come out?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So this
would you want to next? Are you still going to be out of town?
I'm coming back Wednesday.
Coming back Wednesday.
Yeah.
Would you want to on Thursday then come back here just to talk about
sure.
the finale?
Yeah.
That way we get included in the episode.
Yeah, sure. We can do that. I think what's Thursday?
That's gonna make editing this a pain in the ass though. Maybe I'll edit all of it beforehand and then I'll just add in the whatever afterwards.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
What's it called?
BTS?
No, not behind the scenes, but it's like it references baseball. It's like something that you're like talking shop, but it's like a baseball reference. I don't know. Regardless, whatever that saying is.
Yeah. Future you, pop it up on screen.
I won't do that.
No, I don't. It's not important. But
inside baseball.
Okay,
inside
Jesus,
baseball.
you scared the hell out of me.
Dude, this episode is all over the place. From like the failed attempts at the intros.
No, it's all right.
To completely shifting the dynamic of the episode.
I mean, we were talking about The Boys for a while, so that kind of came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. I didn't know that we had a lot to talk about with The Boys, because I wish, well, like I was saying, I wish that they would make Homelander just...
He's like a spoiled rich kid.
He is. No,
that's
that's
literally
what
all
he
it
is. He's a spoiled rich kid.
It's
That's
so pathetic.
Yeah.
I think like the last time that I actually thought of him as like a villainous like maniac was the scene where he like went back to where he was a kid and they were doing tests on him.
Oh
and
my gosh.
he put all of them
so
through the
good.
ringer. That was
like the only great thing from season 4.
Yeah.
Like that was such a terrifying scene.
Yeah.
Like just like that whole episode of just, well, one, it shows Anthony Starr is just this, I can't believe he hasn't won a Primetime Emmy for his performance in this. I cannot believe he hasn't won one. That scene was horrifying. Like that's what I want with Homelander. Now that's a scene that would make me believe that he had V1. Like we are not getting any of that. It's so obnoxious. He's almost like a neutered pup in this season. Like he seriously is. Like he was taking shit from like Seth Rogen and all of his friends. Like he was literally like just sitting there instead of like killing these people. Like he was just, that's what Homelander would have done. Or him on the airplane of just annihilating, or not annihilating, but leaving the people on the plane to die. Or like you mentioned, him just taking all those people into that room to kill in front of the person that helped make him who he was as a baby, and just killed all those people. That was just, what was that room called? The it was the fun room, or the happy room, or it was something
like
happy.
That. I don't
but
know.
Like
but
the complete opposite. Like this was the fun room or something like that, because that's like what they called it to make it not seem as scary. That whole episode was great, and that is where I think Homelander, that was like the last time Homelander was actually like menacing. I don't really think that they've done a great job this season. I think there was literally 2 episodes back to back of Homelander and Soldier Boy just going on a mission to try and find this V1. They spent way too much time having Homelander and Soldier Boy find the V1. They should have wrapped that up in like no more than 2 episodes. Like no more. They should have had them go look for it, do something crazy, and then they had to go find it in the next episode, and that's when he should have got V1. And the whole entire last couple, like the last 3 episodes, should have just been absolute carnage of, and like I don't know how they're gonna do it. I think it would be cool if they brought back Maeve, because I feel like her story is kind of not wrapped up, because she died but she didn't die, and she's kind of in like a good spot with Starlight, because Starlight was helping her keep herself hidden, and they don't explore that anymore. I think it's the characters are getting so surface level, and just like the most basic version of the characters that they have always been, like Huey always being the one that's getting like sexually assaulted, or the one that's getting the like short end of the stick, just like, or Starlight being this person that's always leaving and always being confusing with how she's trying to control her emotions or control her relationships. Butcher just being this douchebag of a person that has the same.
He's been like that the whole time.
Well, I know, but at least he was like, at least his character. I liked Butcher as someone who hated the soups,
Mhm.
and now he is a soup and just or has someone with powers, and he's like, it's just going back and forth. I feel like we're watching a tennis match where we're watching the same tennis ball go back and forth, and we keep having to move our heads.
There's a lot of grunting in the show too.
Exactly. Exactly. It's just
it's exactly like a tennis match. A lot of back and forth and grunting.
So annoying. But what do you think we can expect with the final episode? Like what would you want?
Disappointment.
But what would you want? Yes. I hope not. But what would you want? What would be your peak episode, like the final episode of the show?
So he just like nearing the end of this last episode, he like disbanded the 7. So I don't know if they're going to be using that tower anymore, or if it's just going to be where he resides. But I think it could be cool if either Huey and them go in and break out Soldier Boy, and Soldier Boy does the thing to wipe his powers, or if Kimiko is the one that does it. If they're like in the fit of rage in the middle of a fight, and she just gets so pent up with anger that Frenchie died, and she just erupts, and it just evaporates his powers. And then he just sits there and cries, and then it goes black to credits.
Ooh. Interesting. I think it would be, I hope they bring back Soldier Boy. Like, I hope somehow, because I think that would be such an awful way to end his character. I know we're getting a prequel, but we won't be getting a sequel with Soldier Boy.
I can't even begin to fathom how like sexually revolting that show is going to be. Every other word out of Soldier Boy's mouth is dick or balls or a combination of the two.
He really does like that punchline.
Yeah.
You need knee pads.
I mean, I will give it to I will give him that. Like, they're creative. They're really creative dick jokes.
I love how the deep looks so like visibly just like like he just like was
where's
like,
HR?
Exactly. Like, what's going on? Like soup, like
talk about a character that just, I mean, the character was always like this, I guess, but like someone that's just like a pleaser, like just wants attention.
I know.
He's like, no, don't disband the 7, give it to me. I won't let you down. I'm the only one that's still here. That's always been here. That's always blah, blah, blah.
I know. He was like literally begging for like his spot at the 7 in the last episode with him. Like, no. Even though like even Homelander said that like the 7 isn't what it was before. Like this, it's same with the show. The show isn't what it was before. The show used to be about how there was a 7, and then it's gotten so far, which is fine. I think that's okay, but I think the way that they've been going about making this the finale, it's just so strange. 3 episodes ago, we were like, everyone was saying, I can't believe there's only 3 episodes. And now we're at 1 episode, and it's like, I can't believe there's only 1 episode left.
I'm sitting over here going, thank God there's only 1 more episode.
Well, that like, just like, I mean, yes, but at the same time, I wish that they had somehow wrapped up this story in a much better way. Like, they just killed off Black Noire just like that. Just like they just had the Deep kill him. They didn't even explore any of his powers that he had. Which,
speaking of Noire, I thought it was funny how I'm pretty sure I read this.
His name is Black Noire, right? I think it is.
It might be. I don't know. I always just called him Noire.
I'm pretty sure his name is Black Noire. Because he wears black.
Yeah. Yeah. But I thought it was funny how when they like got the stand-in to act as though Black Noire hadn't died. Yeah. Like they got got the other super to do whatever. It's like, I'm pretty sure like the actor that played him or whatever is actually narcoleptic. Yeah. So they just wrote it into his character because he would fall asleep on set.
He's fucking narcoleptic.
Yeah. That was such I thought that was really funny.
Well, because there's like behind the scenes footage of like him just like this.
Yeah.
So funny.
That's a really, really like cool, like use of what you're given.
Mhm.
Like that is such a cool thing to be like, oh well, the guy that was playing him is narcoleptic, so he just
Yeah.
wrote it into his character.
Exactly. I know.
That's so cool.
It's so funny. It's really funny. Like, try not being narcoleptic for this character.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we're gonna make him narcoleptic.
Yeah.
Save us some time. And
Hey, try to stay awake.
Yeah.
No. Actually, your character falls asleep randomly.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, this whole episode and like the deep, no redeemable qualities. He had a chance in this episode to potentially not redeem himself because he's an awful person, but at least like prove to himself that he's might be a selfless person where he can, because like the person was drowning. He kind of just like ran away because he was afraid of dying because the shark told him, which by the way was played by Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
That if he went into the water, then he would be killed. He just like I think that would have been just like, I don't know, the best way to make his, because no, I don't think he's gonna die. I feel like, why would they kill off the bad person? Like, bad people don't die.
Yeah.
The bad people, which is why I also don't think that Homelander's gonna die. But I also think that there's gonna be a way to, I don't know, how would they be able to end the show if they don't kill off Homelander? That would be like the craziest, like
how do you think? Okay, so I took the route of him dying.
Yeah.
You take the route of him not dying. How would you write the finish without him dying? I mean,
I don't know. I think, well, one, based on how they've been writing this season so far, I think it would be the only like interesting, not the only, but with how they've gone about pacing this last season, I feel like keeping him alive would be the only interesting way of really ending this show, making it ambiguous of like what is gonna happen now. But I feel like it's kind of like, it's one of those things where you just predict that like, well, it's the final season and he's the big bad of the show, so he's gonna die.
Yeah.
But if there's good writing here, then they can keep him alive, but somehow still make it like,
what if he has his Omni-Man
Like-
scene because Huey and them come and take Soldier Boy and kill him? Like, what if they kill off Soldier Boy and then that makes Homelander snap? Because that was his dad.
Well, yeah. Well, what?
theory,
Okay,
or
so
whatever.
something I do hope that he dies. I hope that they do kill him off. But I'm thinking that Soldier Boy is gonna somehow wake up and he's gonna have this like, okay, well, obviously I can't, because he was planning on leaving and not having anything to do with Homelander anymore, because he doesn't like what he's been doing with his all of his God shit and all that stuff, and he just doesn't want to be a part of that. But now he realizes that I can't have any of that unless he's gone. And I think it would be really cool if he sacrificed himself and killed both of them at the exact same time. Like,
that would be a good
somehow.
ending.
Like I don't know how they would be able to do that, but I think it would be cool if they somehow killed both of them off. Because one, it makes it so that we don't have to think that there's going to be more story to Soldier Boy, and we can still look forward to the prequel to really understand where Soldier Boy came from, because I am excited for that show. I think it's called Rise of Vought, or Vought Rise, or something like that. But I think it would be a great ending if they somehow figured out how to kill both Homelander and Soldier Boy off. Because one, Homelander is like in love with his dad or something like that. Something weird. There's something weird going on. There's always something weird going on with Homelander.
Yeah.
Like, he has like some complex, like some particular complex, and Soldier Boy literally cares nothing about him.
Yep.
And I think he's just at that point of not really caring about his life anymore. So I think he's just gonna be the person that ends it all. But I'm wondering how they're gonna make this, if they're gonna make this a happy ending. Do you think it's gonna be a happy ending, or do you think it's just gonna be like,
I feel like regardless of how it ends,
I hope they don't have a
Homelander-
cliche like, oh, we gotta rebuild from here.
Honestly, that would be the funniest possible way they could end the show.
It would adhere to their like
Meme-ish
parody,
narrative,
like
yeah.
kind of to these kind of shows. Like, oh, we
Now
just
we
got to rebuild from here, like
Yeah.
Man of Steel or whatever, like something like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we just destroyed this whole entire city.
I think a cool ending, I don't know how it would work exactly, but I feel like a way that it could be like, if they were to go the route of what you said with them both dying at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
If he wakes up, he goes, he finds him, he tries to talk. Homelander snaps and like tries to fly away and like
Mhm.
flies straight up or flies somewhere insanely fast, and Soldier Boy holds on to him
Mm-hmm.
and does his like radiation thing and explodes while he's in really fast movement,
Uh-huh.
so that his powers are gone and he just splats into something and they both die.
Oh.
Like if he goes up into the stratosphere or whatever, and he
Yeah.
does it up there and then plummets like a meteor. Or if he's flying
Oh.
straight and his powers go away and he just crushes into a wall.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
It would be a way for them both to go out. Except for I don't know if Soldier Boy can take away his own powers.
That's an interesting thought. If he can take away his own,
Because I mean, he erupted like what 5 times,
yeah,
and he only took out everybody around him.
yeah. I wonder how. I wonder if he can. That's so.
Or maybe
Weird.
it does temporarily take away his powers, but he regains them because they're his powers. Because I don't remember what happened.
Maybe.
What happened when
Like
he
a
was
cooldown
like,
system or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, your alt is recharging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because it wasn't there something about that? Was it season 3? You said it was season 3.
Season
with
3
Maeve,
is
right?
when he was
With
first
Maeve? Yeah.
incorporated. Yeah.
It's like when he would like jumped out of the building or whatever and
Yeah.
erupted.
Oh wait, so that took away her powers. So maybe she is just a normal person now.
Did that take away her? I'm trying to
Well, I
remember.
would assume
Wasn't there?
it would take
I mean,
away her powers.
but like, how else would she have survived?
Wait, did Maeve have powers? What-
Yeah,
Oh
she
yeah,
was
she had
super
like
strong.
super. Yeah, super strong, and she had like super speed or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Wait, did she have V1? I don't think she had V1, right?
They never disclosed that, but if it would make
But
sense
wasn't
that why she lived.
Yeah, wasn't she also part of like the original 7 or like
Oh wait, yeah,
earlier
she
on
did-
7
she
with
did
Soldier
live.
Boy and like
Wait,
Noire?
maybe she
and-
had V1
Uh,
because he killed that one lady that was working at the carnival.
Mhm.
What was her name? It was one of his old the original.
Oh yeah, the
7.
actress.
He
whatever.
killed her using that power. Killed her immediately, like melted her.
Yeah.
So she didn't have V1, and it obviously killed her. And she sacrificed herself and pushed Soldier Boy out the window, and they exploded, and she still lived.
Yeah.
So maybe she did have V1. So maybe
Yeah.
what if she's the wild card? Because Sage, right? Sage is the one that does the lobotomy. The lobotomy.
Yeah, the lobotomy.
The
By
scene
the
in the
way,
newest episode was crazy because they
Yeah.
never showed it yet. And then
yeah, they showed her lobotomize herself.
did they?
Mhm. Yeah, like the second episode of the season or whatever.
I thought they
It was
just
when-
showed the aftermath of the tool
No.
that had blood on it. Did
no,
they?
did they also didn't they like show the Deep do it?
I think they showed. I think they like were about to, and he was just like, and then they cut. So I don't think they
Oh,
actually showed it because in this episode she just like did that.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised
was
at all. Like,
shocking.
I wasn't like shocked or like ugh, at all because I feel like I had seen it before. I feel like they showed it earlier
Oh, maybe
in the
maybe
season.
it was maybe I'm just forgetting because that was just insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What?
Yeah.
But now that's creative writing.
That is really
Like the
creative
only way
writing, yeah.
the only way the smartest person in the world can get high is by lobotomizing herself and then regain it. That is really cool.
Mhm.
But what I was gonna say is that Sage, there are a couple times where Maeve was shown as like a drawing or a toy or something like that. So I think that that's Sage's wild card for some reason. I don't know how Sage knows Maeve, but I think Maeve has been shown a couple times in this season as like
Paraphernalia or
Yeah.
like toys or whatever
from
Yeah.
Sage, because like Sage is like, oh, I have someone to call, and she's been on her phone a couple times, and we don't know who she's texting. So she could be texting Maeve, or she was, I think, texting, or she's still in on it with someone was theorizing that it was Soldier Boy, but everyone's like, why would Soldier Boy be on it like on a phone? So
yeah.
so there are
What the hell is
theories-
this?
Yeah. So there are theories, but I'm not entirely sure. I think that Maeve's story just isn't done yet, though. So I think it would be really, really cool if she came back.
My whole thing though is like, even if she did have V1, how could she be the wild card unless her?
Well,
She
now
had a,
she
she had a
doesn't.
shield, right?
Yeah.
Or
she was Wonder
the
Woman, kind of.
gauntlets.
She was like the
yeah,
Wonder
like
Woman.
the like
Yeah.
gauntlet type things. Because I'm just thinking. So then, well, how would she be the wild card then if she's doesn't have any powers? What do you mean? Would she be like?
Oh, good
would
question.
she just talk? She just talks down Homelander, and that's
Yeah.
how the show ends.
Good question.
Hey, you don't have to do this.
Good question. Maybe she.
Because, like, I mean, it
feel
wouldn't
like
have, if she had V1, it wouldn't have killed her because, what is it, Bombside or whatever his name was? He lived and was totally unscathed after
Right. Well,
after
that's
the
what
power
I'm saying.
took
That's
after,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that he wasn't unscathed. It just took
Yeah.
away his powers, and she wasn't. I mean, she was, but she wasn't. Like, she didn't.
But I don't think she was scathed because of the radiation exposure.
Oh,
I think she was
yeah.
dinged up because she plummeted to the ground
Yeah,
afterwards.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I think just for some reason I feel like there's something missing there with her, and I think that she needs to come back, and there's be some explanation because I at this point I think it would be so boring.
Ryan's still alive too, right?
Yeah,
he didn't.
and they
So
haven't-
maybe he's the one that ends it.
Maybe that's another thing is that the show has been throwing so much in our faces, and like okay, Ryan gets beat up and then he doesn't show up for another 5 episodes. It's like, what's going on? Why are we doing all of this kind of stuff? Or there was the well, I mentioned Black Noire getting killed just like that. It was just so shocking and out of nowhere and didn't really make a whole lot of sense. And then there was something else too. What was it? It was another death. It was who's died? Firecracker. Also the director. I think the director dying was so annoying too.
Yeah.
Him getting like bit in the butt
By an eel.
By the eel.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, that was
Black
unbelievable.
Noire's dead. Firecracker.
Who else?
A-Train.
Yeah.
Which A-Train's death was, I think A-Train's death was pretty good
Yeah.
because he redeemed himself, even though he's still a bad person, but he
Yeah.
redeemed himself. Anyways, I don't know, but I am interested. How would you rank the seasons?
Oh,
It'll be interesting to hear your opinion because I know you just recently watched the
3
recent
through
3.
Yeah. So I mean, but the bad part about binging them is that like you absorb a lot of the shows, but you can't
all at once.
Yeah, but like so all 3 of those are one season to me because I watched them
True.
back to back to back. So
True.
if we were to rank
But
them
if you
based
were to
on
rank them, how would you rank them?
5 is honestly probably at the lowest.
Yes,
it's my least favorite
Easily.
season. Yeah. Then
No question.
maybe honestly, I would probably go best just because of how they kicked it off. Maybe the first season.
Okay.
Then the next best would be season 3, then 2,
Okay.
then 4, then 5.
All
If I
right.
had to rank them that way.
Yeah.
Season 4 though, that was
the one with the Homelander doing his killing all those people.
yeah, but like who was the main?
It was like
Because Soldier Boy was 3. So what was
it was the Bruce Wayne character, the one that had the sex dungeon.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
okay, yeah,
That was season 4.
dude, the spider character or whatever was
I know.
repulsive.
It's gross.
That was disgusting.
yeah. It is really gross.
Yeah, no, then that definitely is down there with 5. I did not.
I think I agree.
Yeah, so I'd probably go 1, 3, 2, 4, 5.
Okay.
That would be my order.
All right. I think I would go.
And like maybe 3 and 1 are interchangeable.
Yeah.
But for me, I think just the way they kicked off the show
yeah.
makes that one my favorite.
Okay.
What was the season that they had? Was it 4 when they had the dad get powers right before he died? Or was that 5?
That was 4. That was
4.
Yeah.
I liked that interaction,
Dynamic,
like the
yeah.
dynamic between obviously it was
For
very
sure.
sad,
Season
but
4
like
is a step down, but it's nowhere near a step down from season 5. Like it's still a good season.
yeah. So yeah, that's the word.
I think that's a solid ranking. I think I would go season 2, season. Season 1 is like what started it off. It's a great show. So I guess I'm gonna do season 2, season 1, season 3. Those are just like the peak of the whole entire show. So season 2, season 1, season 3, season 4, and season 5.
Maybe I'd have to rewatch season 2 because
Season 2 is so good. That Anthony Starr at like his best of that character.
Was that the
so
look
good.
at me? Was that the look at me season? And he goes, "Look at me." Because that was obviously
I believe so.
That was like I watched that years ago before I stopped watching. So maybe I just need to rewatch it. But
if you watched that years ago, then yeah, it's probably season 2 because you said that you just watched season 3. right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
yeah, it was probably
okay. Then
season-
yeah, it was
I think
probably
it was
season
season
2. Then
two.
yeah, maybe season 2 would be
Yeah.
higher on my rankings.
It's
then.
so
I would
good.
just
Season
need a
2 is-
refresher.
Season 2 is great. The plot
Yeah.
twist of Stormfront being a Nazi is just like really good. Like it was just like a a really good season. I really liked it when it was like season 2 incorporated a new character. Season 3 incorporated Soldier Boy, and then season 4 and season 5, like yeah, we got Sage, but in season 4, but Sage just wasn't like super interesting.
Yeah.
Like not a huge part of that season. Like Soldier Boy was season 3, Stormfront was season 2,
And she wasn't
and
even
Homelander was season 1.
She even talked about it in this most recent episode that like she basically talked her own character into like there's no need for them to have been here the entire time,
Right.
because she's like this brainiac
She's
that
the
was
smartest
supposed to
person alive.
yeah, she was like this brainiac that was supposed to know every plan, but she also said, but every single one of my plans kept getting thwarted because
Yeah.
of love. Like, okay,
Uh-huh.
so you're so smart,
Mhm.
your whole point is to be the mastermind behind everything,
Yeah.
but you just confess that every single one of your plans failed.
That's what I was gonna say, because she said
Every single one of them.
that's what I was gonna
Because
say.
like she was hell-bent on the whole Soldier
Yeah.
Boy, like no, Soldier Boy's on our side.
Yeah.
And then Soldier Boy just handed him the V1.
Yeah.
Like, okay, all right.
There was the one episode when she was talking with Ashley, and I was like, she's the smartest person in the world. Why is she telling her all of her plans? Like,
Mhm.
like why would she do that?
Yeah.
Why would she do that? It kind of reminded me of like, oh man, Richards, in the Fantastic Four. What's his name? Oh my gosh,
Reed?
Reed Richards. Yeah,
Yeah.
Reed Richards in the Multiverse of Madness movie, where he just like the smartest man in the world, and he gives away every single one of his partners. What's
Like the weaknesses.
their
or powers or
weaknesses?
whatever,
It's
yeah.
just like why would you
Why would you do
you
that?
say that? You're
Yeah.
the smartest person in the world. Why are you telling people this stuff? But oh man, I had a train of thought. What was I trying to get at? We were talking about Sage.
An A train of thought.
And A train. We were talking about Sage. We were talking about
How she's a dumbass.
Oh, yeah. Didn't she explain the reason that her family like kind of gave up on her because she was so smart that it made them feel bad or something like that? Like
I don't remember that, to be honest.
I don't know why I'm thinking that. Like she talked about, I think she talked about it when she was like high or something, when she was about why her family just gave up on her. And I think it was because, it's great, having the smartest person in the world be your daughter, but then after a while, they start really realizing that they're the smartest person in the world or something like that. And
Yeah.
they just can't handle it. It's
Mhm.
just they feel like there's competition. Maybe I'm like
No,
totally
no,
wrong.
I
on
remember.
that.
I remember that now that you said
Oh,
that,
okay.
yeah.
Maybe I'm totally wrong on that, but that's just like crazy. Like,
Yeah.
because when you think about it, it's like, yeah, some people would just not be able to handle that. Like all
Mm-hmm.
the corrections, all the blah, blah, blah. But that's crazy. And I wish that season 5 was giving more time to our characters. They're so uninteresting. I think Ashley is so boring. I thought her powers were going to be something so insane in
Yeah.
season 4 when she was like mutating, and then now it's just she had a second head that's telling her all of these thoughts. I do not like what I don't know his name, but the preacher guy, the new.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. Like
I don't
him.
know. what
I
his
like the
name is either.
actor. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
David Diggs. I think that's his name in real life. David Diggs. I love him as an actor. I want to get that right. I'm pretty sure it's David Diggs. Have you seen blind spotting? I think that's what it's
I
called.
don't think so.
David Diggs. Yeah, David Diggs. Yeah, Blind Spotting. Great movie. So you should watch it. But
Okay.
David Diggs is great. He's great in that movie, and he's great in this series. I just do not like that character. I think he's just so annoying. But also, I'm getting really tired. Not tired. I think their costumes look great, but they all look like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. They all look the same.
Yeah.
Like Homelander's suit looks just like the preacher guy's suit, just like the fake padding, the
Mhm.
perfect, just like it's great. It's great craftsmanship, but it's just like, oh my god, this is like the boys, like costumes. Like
Mhm.
there's no other show that like these costumes look like that. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting tired of that too. But
the
anyways,
the what's it called, the gimmick of the parody show
Yeah.
is running out.
yes,
We're just
exactly.
like, all right, come on.
Especially in season 5,
Yeah.
it's been getting to a point where it's like they've done it every single season. Like obviously the Vought the Vought Rising Star Wars, like a parody of like the Avengers movies and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, okay, it's funny, but now it's so overdone this season. It's like, and then that whole entire episode was like just it was
Dude,
kind of
the pre-screening.
It was kind of funny.
Like, dude,
where they were like
putting the eagle in the background.
delete, yeah,
It's like
add
a
CGI eagle,
It's just
or
a PNG flying
edit
in the
out
background.
boom mic.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny, but everything else was just like, oh my gosh, it gets to a point, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm excited for the finale episode. I think that it has potential to be a great finale. I just hope that they really like, I hope it's one of those things where it's like you had to wait until the finale, and the
Yeah.
finale makes up for everything else. Like, I know we had a lot of this, like,
I don't know if they'll do it, but I hope that they do. Just because I feel like I don't know how they're gonna wrap it up in this one last episode. I hope it's like a saga of an episode. Like I hope that they make it like a special that's an hour and a half long.
oh, that would be great
Instead of like 40 minutes.
But I think
or
it's
whatever.
like, I don't think it's long. I think it's 55 minutes.
Damn.
I think. I'm not sure.
I like when shows do that. Like when they
They
kick off a
have-
show and when they end a show with like a longer
Yeah,
episode.
because you have a little bit more to say. Not like Stranger Things, where every single episode is like a movie. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, stop wasting time and just give us a season. We don't have to watch movies every single episode. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
There was an anime that I watched called the Fate series,
Mm-hmm.
Fate Stay Night and Fate whatever. At the beginning, in like the earliest versions, I don't know if they still do it because I haven't kept up. I haven't watched
Uh-huh.
anime in forever, but they would always kick off the season with like an hour and a half long episode, or like two
Oh, okay.
2 hour and a half long episodes.
Yeah.
Just to like really get you into the season.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it's a really cool way of starting and ending a show.
Mhm.
Like giving one long-winded way to introduce and then like one massive onslaught of a battle or something at the end
Yeah.
that you just get enthralled with.
Mhm.
But
I think this show is getting overproduced. It's trying way too hard. They even like came like
it's doing the like the what was it, like the Mandalorian or whatever show where they were just
Uh-huh.
like, all right, well, let's just throw this big actress and this big
Exactly.
actor and this and
The
this and
season
this
3
and this.
Season 3 of The Mandalorian really pissed me off. Right? Season 3?
Was that the
No, I think
was that the Jack Black?
Yeah, I think it was season
episode?
3. I think so.
Yeah.
That
I think-
episode,
yeah,
that whole
that
entire
episode.
season I just did not like.
Yeah, but that episode I think
Um,
was in season 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, no, it was season 3 because season 2 ended with Luke Skywalker
Yeah.
picking up Grogu. But anyways, the producers of the show came out, I think near the beginning of when they started releasing the episodes of season 5, where they said, not to disappoint fans, but like, we don't have a big enough budget to have like an epic final battle scene, so not to like, like ruin your expectations. So I don't think we can expect an Omni-Man level scene, which sucks, but also at the same time,
Unless
this
they've been
show
lying about it the
Yeah.
whole time.
but the show I think is just getting so overproduced. It's wasting so much time on just
the little inconsequential things.
exactly, like we just don't need these little things. In the original seasons of the show, there are so many great violent graphic scenes that stick in our minds, like so many scenes in the first couple seasons of the show have stuck in my mind. Homelander was actually scary, and they didn't have to do much. They had a violin theme for him that was like whatever, 4 chords or something like that. It was just the same, like it's just creepy. They like, you don't need to do much to make this character horrifying. Or in the scene with the season 4, that whole entire episode that I really, really love. Like people were like, oh, it's a bottle episode. It's like, no, this was scary. This was awesome. And it was like good to see him, there's that empathetic level where you can feel for Homelander. You don't have to feel bad for him, but you can feel for him for where he came from. Terrible person. He deserves to die. He needs to die. But you can see that and then kind of feel good that he was able to get revenge on those people because they also deserve to die. But that episode was so good, and I just hope that we get some level of carnage like that in the final season, because if Homelander, I mean,
Venom jumps out of a building.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not like it's not like I want Homelander to get the final like, he shouldn't be killing random people. But it would just suck to just have that be the ending where it's just like Homelander is now this just like shell of what he was, a terrifying person. Like I haven't continued Invincible. Have you? I could not get into season 2, but I've heard it's great.
Yeah, no, it gets really good.
Okay.
It gets really
Does
good.
it? Okay. I know they have season 5 just got like greenlit or something.
Yeah, I think I'm like 2 or 3 episodes behind on the newest season.
Oh, okay.
But other than that,
but it's
I'm
great.
Pretty yes.
Oh, okay. Because
Yes.
like in that first season, like Omni-Man was scary. Like he was just scary, like from start to finish.
I feel like season 2, if I'm remembering correctly, was probably my least favorite season out of all of them.
Okay.
Other than there might have been like a couple of points. Maybe I'm mixing it up.
I couldn't get into season 2.
Maybe I'm mixing it up with season 3 of Invincible. Like I'm flipping them in my brain, but I feel like it might have been. I love the show regardless, but there was a point where I was like, should I continue? And then I continued.
Okay.
So it is worth it to continue.
All right, then I'll continue it. But yeah, so I mean, we'll have our reactions for the final episode. We'll probably be wearing different clothes, but we will insert it here. So we watched the season finale of The Boys. I don't know where you're gonna. It might be at the end of that video. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be
probably at the end.
Yeah,
okay, so we watched the season finale. And you're seeing this Friday, which is tomorrow. So, but by the time we're recording this, it's been about like a day and a half since the episode came out. So we've had some time to think about it. And although I was not a huge fan of the finale when I like had just finished it, I felt like there was just so much left on the table. After some time of thinking about it, though, I do appreciate the ending a little bit more, but I still find it very underwhelming.
Yeah, I think that given how the show has been going, it was first off, I called it. They literally did the thing that I said, where Kimiko went boom and like got rid of his powers. So like. Also, I put a huge warning at the beginning of the episode that there's spoilers.
Spoilers.
So, sorry.
But well, at that point, it was just a prediction. But
no. I mean, I went through and I started editing it already to like get the intro out of the way. I literally said, by the way, spoilers this episode. So if you haven't caught up,
gotcha.
Go watch it and come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for what was left with the season, like I was already not expecting much, and I got exactly what I thought I was going to get. And though it was disappointing, like there were a couple of other moments that I thought were like, I think it was a good ending for what it was. But overall for the show, I think this whole last season and the finale was awful.
Oh, yeah. I think they dropped the ball. Like there was something was going on behind the scenes where they just could like
some of the deaths though were...
Yeah,
well deserved and hilarious.
Oh yeah,
like I think the preacher guy getting killed by the
that was hilarious.
I laughed so hard.
I honestly didn't see that coming. I really did not see that coming. I like everyone died so just like easy. Like just Homelander died very easily, which I didn't like because I feel like he died the exact same way he did in the comics, in which Butcher killed him with a crowbar to the head and like took his brains out. But actually, so I looked into the comic books, and the way that they ended the comic book series was literally so different. So in the comic books, Black Noire was actually a clone of Homelander, and the reason so Black Noire was supposed to be like the second I'll say second coming, even though that's kind of what they were doing in this season. But no, seriously, he was. So if anything happened to Homelander, he was supposed to take Homelander's place, and that never came. So he literally became like insane and did all of the crazy stuff that Homelander did. So like all the killings and all that crazy stuff. So Homelander in the comics was more of a misunderstood character, even though he did a ton of he still did a ton of unforgivable stuff, but unlike the show where he did all the bad stuff. All the bad stuff in the comic books was done by Black Noire.
But I'm confused then. Then maybe the show changed it completely, or I'm just misremembering. Black Noire wasn't. He was in the era of Soldier Boy.
Yeah. I know they changed.
So how could he have been a clone
don't-
How could he have been a clone of?
I don't know how they
Homelander.
changed it because I didn't read the comic books. I'm basing this off of just TikTok that I saw of the
Yeah.
last comic book panels of the
Okay.
comic book. So I don't know. My guess is
I'm curious now.
because I am curious because I know and Black Noir is black in the show, so he's not obviously a clone of. So they obviously changed his character like 100% to be his own character.
He also wasn't that. Wait, I'm confused. Then maybe I'm misremembering. Did they ever show Black Noir early on, or was it just in the final season? Because that's not Noir. That's Noir's replacement.
No, I know. No, I just mean. What do you mean, Black Noir's look?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
like the actor that plays him.
He was black because when they showed him in like the early times with Vaughn and Soldier Boy, he was black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they replaced him. I don't think they ever showed him. Oh, they did briefly. And when he
Because I
think it was
don't
like
know why
season 2.
I don't know why I'm blanking so much.
I think it was season 2.
I only remember seeing Black Noir after
Yeah.
it was like the replacement.
It was
after
in
Black Noir
season
died.
2
or was
when
killed.
it was in season 2 when he was in like I don't know if it was like Saudi Arabia or something like that, and he was in that bunker with the guy that like combusts and blew up,
Okay.
and he like stood there and his whole entire mask was kind of destroyed and he was burned and you could see his skin. So
Okay.
So they did change his character a lot, and they changed so much. I'm actually like curious to see what the comic books are like. Apparently they're like so much like
like night and day
gruesome.
difference.
Like night and day difference story wise and characters, but like apparently the comic books are that much worse. Like just insane.
like they had to dial it
stuff.
back for TV.
Yes, and
Damn.
that's dialing it back because this show
Yeah.
was crazy. And
I guess I'll have to give it a read.
yeah, I mean, I don't know how long it is, but I've heard that it's good, but just not like sometimes some people think that it was just way too much, like just way too much of a series,
Mhm.
like just in like the violence, the like the inappropriate nature. Just some people thought that it was just way too much and not interesting, and people thought that people thought that the show was a lot better, except for season 5. People were like, "Oh wow, now the comic book is better." But I didn't like how when Homelander died, like his final minutes, just like this is the one time that he doesn't fly away. Like, couldn't he just go to space and live since he's immortal now?
I mean, he couldn't. I mean, Butcher kept railing him back. Like he kept trying to fly away, but Butcher would catch him and bring him back.
He is like a speeding bullet in some other episodes where he just like takes off. And this episode, he jumps just a little bit. Like he just like
or like it shows him at the
yeah,
He, like, tries to
that
jump.
was funny. But
Yeah.
I mean, they're already memeing that. It's hilarious. But I don't know. I just feel like they held back so much, or they kept his death so easy.
like
Like they were like, he
plot-armored it
needs
and
to
stuff.
die. Like
Yeah.
so we're just gonna make it like we're just gonna give him the character plot armor, but in the opposite ways.
Yeah,
So because like I know that V1 wasn't supposed to be something to make someone overpowered. It was just supposed to make him like indestructible and whatever. What's the word? Immortal.
Yeah.
It was just supposed to make him immortal, but that episode where he like blasts his laser eyes into the sky and like Butcher's like run. They don't go anywhere with
Yeah,
that.
that was it.
They were just like, okay, so this is like one of the scariest times you've ever seen him, and then they did nothing with that. They didn't
Honestly,
do anything.
What's I feel like that would have been a better ending to the show, and we just never know what happens.
Oh man, people would hate that ending. People would.
I would have loved that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think people would have hated that because they would have just like, what's to happen next? Because I'm kind of like that with Soldier Boy now because they didn't do anything with Soldier Boy. He's just frozen again. So like, are they?
That's true. Yeah,
Are they
didn't
gonna
bring him
make a
back.
new sequel show with him? Because he's still just alive and just frozen away. I am excited for the next show though, Vought Rising, which apparently they did release the trailer because they released this finale in theaters and they released
Really?
it. Yeah, at some. I don't know about our
okay.
theaters, but they did release it theatrically, and they released the Vought Rising trailer for the audiences, and it looks interesting. Like there's not much. They kind of just showed like character designs of Soldier Boy and Stormfront, and but it looks cool. Apparently, it's supposed to be like this like detective kind of show. So I don't know. That'll be interesting. But I don't know. I think the season finale just felt weird. Like they were wrapping everything up so I did like Butcher's ending. I did like Butcher's ending. I think it was kind of like, I don't know, everything. I think everything just felt so rushed. I think that was like
Yeah.
that was just like my main thing, because I was like, oh, Homelander died. We have 25 minutes left of the episode though, and then it just kept going through like Butcher finds his dog dead, and then that just like puts him over the edge of needing to take out every single soup, and then Huey ends up killing Butcher, and it's just everything was happening so quickly, and just I don't know. I don't think. And then Huey named their kid after his ex-girlfriend, which was like, okay, I get you were trying to be cute with that, but that is like very strange. That is like very,
I saw
very
that.
strange.
I saw that and I was like,
I know. What about Billy? Like, I mean, well, maybe it's a girl, but
yeah.
but just I don't know. So many weird decisions that like it felt so sitcom-y.
I
Like,
think
the
that might
way
have
that-
also been like the purpose.
Was it supposed to be the purpose?
I mean, the whole show was like a parody. So
That's true.
like, it
like
kind
a
of
parody
makes sense.
of
Yeah.
superheroes and that kind of stuff.
It kind of makes sense that they made the end of the show so lackluster, because
Yeah.
like the idea is that it's supposed to be like I don't know. I mean,
I don't know, but
it was disappointing though.
disappointing.
I mean-
I think it'll definitely be one of those. It's not going to be like not Breaking Bad level of like, oh, that ending wasn't like amazing, but then after like thinking about it, it becomes like the greatest ending you've ever seen.
I like the ending of Breaking
No,
Bad.
I'm just
like,
saying.
off
Well,
rip.
I remember you saying that when you first watched for the very first time, you weren't like impressed by it. But then I remember you telling me that
I don't.
because you were like,
Maybe I just got over that thought early on and have thought, because I haven't rewatched it, but I love the ending.
I
now.
so remember like us talking about it, and you were like, yeah, I remember watching like the season finale, and I wasn't like super like I felt like I was missing something, and then after you think about it for a while, it just becomes like that much better of a season, like of a finale. I just remember us having that
Oh,
conversation.
you remember me telling you exactly that?
Yeah.
How at first, yeah. Yes. Okay. I thought you
Okay.
meant like you thought that I hated the end of Breaking
No,
Bad.
just
No,
that
it was
at
just
first,
one that like made you think.
exactly.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
at first you were like, yeah, it was a good ending, but like it's like I don't know, it could have been better. But then you think about it, it's like this is like the best ending for every single character. Like
Yeah.
this is not at that level, but I think after thinking about it, it'll get a little better. Like I'll appreciate it a little bit more. Like I've already kind of appreciated the ending a little bit more.
I feel like I've more so just accepted it rather than appreciated
yeah,
it.
and that's unfortunate. Like it definitely could have been so much better. I mean, so the previous seasons had so many great
Yeah.
like battle scenes and so many great usage of sets and practical effects and gore. Like season 2, like the battle like in the forest where Stormfront got like obliterated and Homelander was covered in blood and just like lost his mind. Like that was one of the best episodes of the entire show. And we didn't get any, like nothing of season 5 came close to anything that we got in the previous seasons. Like season 3 with Maeve like jumping out of the building and blowing up, and that whole battle scene. Like I don't know what happened with season 5. And they did warn us though early on that they were like, yeah, to the boys fans, just know that they're, we didn't get a big enough budget, so there's not going to be like a final battle. And there was, but it was just in the White House, and it was just like it just wasn't impressive to me. Like it was cool seeing, or not cool, but nice seeing Homelander be this just shell of a person. Just he is literally nothing. And actually, and this is no like
no shade.
Or no what's the word? The opposite of body positivity. Like I'm not
body shaming.
Body shaming. I'm not body shaming at all. But early on in the show, they show like Homelander without anything on besides his suit. And he's like, he's a decently fit guy, but he is not what he looks like with his suit on. He is like, he pretends like he's Anthony Starr is a very good looking man, but just that suit definitely like puts on a show. Like he does not look like that underneath that suit. And I think that says a lot about like how he literally is nothing without the suit. He's nothing without the powers. And him dying almost felt like I couldn't believe that he died. Because like I really wish the ending made us feel more like, yeah, he died. Like that's how he should have died. But then like I feel like him being blasted by Kamiko felt so just unwarranted because there was a scene that almost identically happened with Soldier Boy in season 3 where he was pinned to the ground and was about to be blasted by Soldier Boy's ray and he got away. Like why didn't he just get away in this last episode? I just don't understand that. I know that he was being held down by 2 soups, so maybe the strength was different because that, but I don't know. Homelander is supposed to be this like the most powerful being like in the world. It just, and it's not like I'm warranting I wish that he survived because that's not what I'm wishing. I just wish that it felt better that he died. Like, yes.
Like he went out with
that was
fight.
a battle. That was like a battle. I wasn't rooting for him at all, but this was like realistic in the sense of he is someone that is like scary. No one was scared. And I felt like they just kept like throwing in characters. Like Ryan was barely in the show. He got beat up by his dad, and then he came back in the very last episode to.
Was there a huge time skip too in between like recording? Because I feel like Ryan looked older.
Oh, you
I
mean
feel like
within this season?
like
or
yeah,
just
no, like within the season.
Oh no, I think
maybe
he
it was
looked
like
the same, but he definitely looks different than what he did in season. I think season 2 is when he because they recast Ryan.
Oh, they did
with who he is now. He was originally played by someone else in season 1 because he wasn't like a huge character.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
maybe I also watched season 1 years ago.
Yeah, so they recasted him for season 2 with this kid, and he was like young.
Yeah.
He was young because I mean he's been doing it for what has it been 6 years since season 2, so he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, maybe it was just like a lighting thing though, because I thought maybe in this season specifically they took like maybe they recorded some of it really early on and then
they
finished
probably
up recording
did
later.
So maybe he was a little bit older. They probably did film it. I think they had some difficulties with this season. I think just behind the scenes, I think they really did.
I mean, especially with all the budget cuts or whatever that they didn't, or like they didn't have the funding.
Yeah,
I would assume.
But I think the creator, I think his name is like Eric Kemp or something, Eric Kremp or something. Apparently, he had personal issues too that was just like intervening with the project and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Very disappointing. I don't think it'll go down in history as like one of the worst finales ever.
No,
like,
it's definitely not worse than Game of Thrones.
No, and it's like I've heard Stranger Things finale is terrible.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
but
I could not get through the first episode. I couldn't.
Of the newest season?
No,
really.
I love Stranger Things. I was so annoyed. The dialogue sucked so much.
Wait, what season did it end on?
Season 5.
Okay, so I watched the season before that then.
Oh yeah, we went to season 4 premiere.
Yeah, we went to the premiere.
But I could not get through the first episode of season 5. Even season 4 was kind of cringy, but the first episode of season 5 was just like, oh my god, it was so hard to get through. Yeah. I do still want to finish it because I want to form my own opinion on it. But I just could not finish it. But apparently it sucks. Apparently the finale is just like so pretentious. Apparently the creators even recently came out saying like we're going to know the end of said character's fate in 10 years. I'm not going to say who, but they're like, you'll know about the end of like their fate in 10 years. It's like, what the heck? What does that mean? I hate when they do that with shows. It's like, just tell us, like, stop this crap. Just give us a good ending and stop like...
I'm not gonna care.
Like stop Stop pretending like you have like a path of like yes, it's gonna make sense in 10 years and that's why you're gonna know. Just like how they said they've had the ending of Stranger Things all thought out since the first season. It's like no, you fucking didn't. You did not have the ending to your show.
Yeah, if this was the ending that you thought out early on, you probably. I mean, obviously, I haven't watched it yet, so I'll form my own opinions when I do.
Exactly.
But if you had that in your mind the whole time, don't you think you would have rewrote it? Because
exactly,
it's like arguably one of the worst shows.
Exactly,
though ending wise.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was telling Jules, our cousin,
you were talking about Game of Thrones.
Well, I'll talk about Game of Thrones, but I was talking to him about The Boys. Oh, because I was like, "Have you been keeping up with The Boys? Have you watched the last season?" And he goes, "No, I want to because I know it's ending, but like, why is it not that great?" And I went, and he goes, "Okay, well, don't sigh like that."
Yeah.
I'm
convinced.
just tell me. And I was like, "Well, you remember Game of Thrones?" And he was like, "It's not that bad.
Yeah,
it cannot be that bad." And I was like, "No, it's not." But like,
definitely still disappointing.
Definitely a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, how about Stranger Things then? Would you rank it as Stranger Things bad?" And I was like, "I haven't finished that one. Where would you place Stranger Things?" And he goes, above Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones is arguably worse.
Yeah.
And we started talking about it a little bit, and I said, "Okay, maybe
maybe this is a little bit better than Stranger Things. I don't know because I haven't seen it, but maybe it's a better ending than how bad Stranger Things ending was. So
I think
we'll go
people
back
will
to
probably
that, but
think that The Boys ending is better than the final season of Stranger Things.
probably.
I did.
I mean,
yeah.
okay, so it wasn't. So in the grand scheme of the show, it was an awful ending.
Yes,
but it was
not a bad episode.
Yeah, the episode itself wasn't horrible, but like knowing how great the show used to be and what it devolved to makes it bad.
Exactly.
Game of Thrones as another example. That was like
was strange.
It was so strange, but also for me specifically, it was one of the worst experiences of my life. Mm-hmm. The same cousin, Jules, he had been trying to get me to watch Game of Thrones with him since it started, and I refused to watch it the whole time. I was like, I don't want to dedicate the time. Whatever, I'll watch it later. The season finale or like the last season started airing, and he was like, dude, I know that you haven't watched the show. Did I say Stranger Things or Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Okay, Game of Thrones. Yeah, Game of Thrones. That's what I'm talking about. But he goes, dude, I know you haven't watched Game of Thrones. The finale's happening. I really want to experience the finale with you. I want you to experience how great this show is. And I started watching it. I binged all 7 seasons in under a week.
That's crazy, dude.
All 7 seasons in
That's nuts.
I watched that. This was when I was in college. Sorry, professors. I watched them in the middle of class. I watched them while I was working. I watched them while I was like just sitting in the parking lot waiting for my next class to start. I think the only time that I wasn't watching it was when I was sleeping.
Wait, college? This came out?
Yeah.
The season finale
finale happened when I was in college, yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was second to last or
was
last
it
year.
2019?
Yeah, 2019, I think.
Oh my God.
Was when the finale aired.
Time is flying by so fast.
It might have even been 18, but I think it was 19. I'm pretty sure it was
I think it was 19. It was like right before COVID happened because I remember the Starbucks meme being like so prominent like around the COVID era.
So I binged 7 seasons.
Crazy.
I binged that show specifically. There's a lot of shows where you can binge 7 seasons in a week and have it not be very much.
A good show to binge.
It is, as long as you
stop. I haven't finished it. I've gotten to like season 4, but I like
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Have you just like you never finished it?
I like probably almost 2 years ago is when I started watching it.
Okay.
And because Stephanie she had watched it and she was just like, it's good, and which is so weird because she doesn't like graphic violence. It's like, I like Game of Thrones, you should watch it.
Yeah.
But and it is really good, but I got through the first 4 seasons like really quickly, and then your mind just goes other way.
Yeah,
other
life
places,
happens,
and
whatever.
you just forget.
Mm-hmm.
So I got through it like really fast, like for what I watched, and it is a really good show
up until season 7.
Yeah, I'm not excited to watch season 7.
No, season 7's good. It's season 8 that's shit.
Sorry, it's the final season.
Yeah.
Season 8.
That's why I said it's good up until the end of season 7. But so I binged all 7+ seasons because I was going into season 8.
Yeah.
And I sat down and I watched the finale with Jules, and he turned to me and he said, "I am so sorry." It was such a bad ending. And my reflection on it has never changed.
Yeah.
Like I have some friends that go, I rewatch the show and I watch the finale again. It's not as bad as people are saying it is. It's bad.
Yeah.
It is as bad as people were saying.
Excited.
I'm not rewatching it. And if I do rewatch Game of Thrones, I'm only watching the first 7 seasons.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because that stuff is peak. It's so good.
Yep.
Season 8 was
Game of Thrones is really good.
Season 8 was just deplorable.
Yeah, it's weird why they ended it that way. Even the actors hated how their characters ended.
Yeah.
Like that's bad if your actors hate it. They hated it before they filmed it. They hated it while they were reading the scripts. I mean, it was just that's how you butcher a show.
Yeah. Butcher. Back to The Boys. I saw someone post, and I fully agree. And that you probably know the characters even without watching it, but did you ever watch the Flash TV show?
No, I mean, I watched like when you were like crazy about it, I watched, maybe the first couple seasons. But
yeah. I mean, it's horrible.
I know.
It's
really the first couple seasons are entertaining, but all those CW shows suck.
Yeah. Anything. Well, the Arrow's The early seasons
Oh,
of
Arrow,
was
I
pretty
guess.
good.
Arrow is the only one that's
Um,
like not cringy, but then he started to go down the rabbit
Yeah,
hole of the cringe.
the later parts of that show were also bad. That's not what I'm getting at though.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
did you watched enough to know like who Reverse Flash is, or
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know all the villains
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatever? I saw someone post that Anthony Starr would be like a perfect casting for
Oh
Reverse
yeah,
Flash.
I know.
They need to lock him down.
It would be
fast.
great.
To have.
Unfortunately, he definitely won't, and that's just the way it works. I wish, but he won't.
Why?
Just because
Why
that's
won't
just how
he?
that's just how Hollywood works. One, they don't pick the ones that people really want, and two,
Oh, I thought you meant he won't, as in he doesn't want.
oh
to
no,
play
I
that
just
character.
mean he just won't. He won't probably be given that opportunity. I'm sure
Yeah.
he would want to,
Yeah,
and
he would kill.
You know,
literally,
maybe will
as
like
Reverse Flash.
maybe they will, because I feel like James Gunn is definitely, because he runs DC the DCU now, so maybe he has more of the guts to actually cast a
More of
a good
gun.
character for that
More of the
role.
gun.
Because yes, he would be like amazing.
Mm.
Like I hope he doesn't just get typecasted in villain roles for the rest of his life, because I think he's a great actor and I really wish to see him in more stuff. But he would play a reverse,
really
like a
good
really
Reverse Flash.
good Reverse Flash. Yeah, that's been like a fan cast for at least like 3 years. Like people have just been fan casting him for that.
I'm surprised I haven't seen it until now.
They just they float around. But
Yeah.
what I am gonna miss about this show are the memes of
Oh, yeah.
like
Those will go down as
he's
memes. of
so
all time.
it's just so it's the memes of the show. I mean, there's got to be like almost every single frame of him is just memed. It's like unbelievable how many frames are of Anthony Starr are it's so good. But yeah, the finale wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't like, it was disappointing, but it's not like terrible. Like if I were to rewatch the show all the way through, I'd probably be like, yeah, I accept it. Like it's fine. It definitely could have been much better, but it is what it is. But yeah, so not great, not bad, but just kind of very not super awesome. And that's our
Yeah,
review for that.
It's not very soup.
But yeah,
super.
yeah, exactly. Not very super. But yeah, thank you for sticking around to the very end of this video. We don't do this typically, of filming something after the fact and then putting it at the very end. So, I mean, I guess we will if we unintentionally film a reaction to something and the final episode is going to be, posted the next week. But anyways, thank you for sticking around to the end. We will see you in next week's video. Bye.
Bye.